I believe you well, and what such a wonderful way to begin the year. And today is the first tutorial of this year, just to have a recap on how we can now do the billing for the 2024, or let's say subsequent years. If you are taking, let's say, or you are collecting your parents' contribution from January to December, then this tutorial is for you, or even for learning purposes, also this tutorial is for you. Remember, in case you have any question, or maybe there is something that's not clear for you, or to you, I'm here to help you out and to just support you in the best way I can. So without much ado, let's go to parents contribution. Remember that the billing cycle has just elapsed for this particular, let's say, for this organization. Remember, this is a testing. I'm using a testing charge. So the first thing you need to do when you are making parents contribution, you are creating categories. So every year you will need to create a category and add an amount to that category. For example, because we may not be having parents contribution that is same for all the years, so it means that we need to be creating categories, just like we create budgets in Safina. So here we also create a parents contribution for the billing cycle. Like for example, you see the parents contribution that entered is just for 2023, all right? And then there was also a Compassion Sunday for 2023. But this year, we may have something like parents contribution 2023, but we may not have, let's say, for example, Children's Sunday actually contributions. So maybe I want to create another, maybe I want now to bill so that the parents, the amount that they had previously, it can be added to, they can be billed another amount to the previous amount they had. So how do I do that? I just come here and just do a very simple quick thing. So I'll just say parents contribution 2024. That's as the category. So the fee description, this is annual fees from Jan to Dec 2024. Okay, and then we are saying there are two payment plan. You either do one time or do a yearly kind of plan. So the difference is the yearly is the amount you collect from. Like for example, parents contribution is collected every year, so you leave it as yearly. But because maybe you're doing maybe a Children's Sunday, then you may want to use one time because not something that comes every year. So when you bill yearly fee, it will not be billed when you have checked the one-time fee. That's why this button is here. So once you do that, you just say add category. All right. As simple as that. You just say add category. When you add category, you'll see this blue button says add amount. Okay. So add amount. So you'll just come here and add an amount to this. So you'll just select the category you've just created. You see this is a category, parents contribution 2024. Okay, and then now you select. For example, you may be having different amount for different classes. If so, then you may want to select, like for example, baby class, you put the amount and other. But if you're not doing that, let's say if all the children are paying the same amount of money, you just say all, so that any amount you put here will apply to all of these children. So here, let's say for example, right now we have we are collecting 1,200, let's say up to the end of the year. So this is a total amount at the end of the billing cycle. So you just say 1,200, then you click post amount. Okay, so when you post the amount there, you now bill. You see there is bill yearly added fee, because I've just added yearly. And if you look at this last navigations or paginations, you'll be able to see the amount that I've added. So you just click bill. So you remember you have to bill for that amount to reflect to every child. So it will tell you your fees has been billed successfully. So now we have billed the 2024 now parents contribution to every child or every participant. So when you come to the dashboard, you'll see that the balance has increased. You see, it was 4,000, but now the balance now total days have increased with another 4,000. So if you look into this now, if you look into what we have here, let's say you want to pay this parents contribution. So you just come here to pay parents contribution. Okay, you click pay parents contribution and you'll see that every child now has an added fee. So you now collect the parents, collect the fees. Okay, So when you collect the fees, you'll see there is the category. So you'll have to select the right category. If you don't want to see these other categories appearing on this drop down, you'll just go to categories, right? You'll just go to categories here. You'll just go to categories where we have parents contribution, and then you click pay parents contribution here, and then now you can just say this is inactive, this is inactive. Okay, so when you do so, and when you come now and pay, let's say for example pay, you'll not be able to see any of those previous amounts. Okay, so you not see any of those previous amounts, you'll only see the current amount, that is if they are inactivated. All right, but if maybe you want, if you the best practice is, because there are some people who have not maybe completed the Compassion Sunday fees, maybe Children's Sunday that you had maybe claimed earlier on. So what you need to do, you may want to, maybe because when you collect the amount, let's say for example you collect here category, you come to, when you are now printing the go to bank. All right, let's say for example you want to bank. When you print banking details, let's say after you've collected the amount, it will come with the category name. So for me, I'll prefer you just leave this one to be active. That is if the parents have not actually completed payments of this particular other contributions, because if you do inactivate them right now, it will not actually, it will only show that they are paying for this current parents contribution. So it is good practice that if they have not cleared the other parents contribution, you may want to leave them active like that. It will not affect any billing in this particular upgrade. It will not affect any billing. So let's do this. Let's say the caregiver has come to pay some amount of money. So what I just need to do, let's say I can collect fees here, and when I collect fees, I can come here and say maybe this participant has paid today, and they have paid the Children's Sunday, and they have paid by cash, and the amount they have paid is 50 bob. And then the receipt number is let's say 1234, and the name of the caregiver will just be here automatically. So when you post the payment, all right, when you post the payment like that, it will show you Children's Sunday 50 has been paid, it's 00. So the balance for this child is 4,200, and then you can see how the child has been paying the money. So I can pay, let's say I can click another now payment and say parents contribution 2024. I can come here and say now this child has come and paid, let's say parents contribution 2024. All right, maybe they had some they have some money that they want to pay in 2024. So I'll just say the parent has paid, let's say 1,000, and then the receipt number is, let's say 12345. Okay, so this is the same parent. I just post the payment, and you see what will happen. So when I click post the payment, you'll see that from the parents contribution that was 1,200, 1,000 has been paid. The balance is 200 shillings. So that is it. And this other one was the balance that was brought forward from when we were migrating to the system. Remember, there are dates that you carry across. So you'll see the outstanding balance is this. Okay, so this is the outstanding balance of this particular child. So that's how it is, very simple. And when you now go and bank, now let's see the beauty of now this. So when you go and bank, you'll just click print banking receipts. Okay, and then you'll see the receipt. So you can say from this receipt number to this receipt number, and then you'll just click print. Okay, print like that. So when you click print, it will organize it very, very well for you. It will organize for you like this. So it organizes, like tells you that this has been the cash that has been collected. This was collected for Children's Sunday. This was collected for parents contribution. So it becomes a very simple way for you to actually to collect your amounts, and then you can also be able to remind these caregivers. Now you have billed them, you want to remind them that this is your balances for this year. So you'll just come here and then say, I want to remind the caregiver. So you'll say, I want to remind any caregiver, because I've billed, I just need to remind any caregivers with balances of 100 and above. So 100, let's say to 10,000, I just search. Okay, so when you search, this is the list that will come. So you'll just click message this caregiver. So you'll type here the message that you want, and then you'll send now. When you send now, all these caregivers will be reminded of these balances that you're seeing here. And that's how simple it is, ladies and gentlemen, for you to do the parents contribution for the new year. So if you've not actually mastered it very well, this first step is just to go and create a category for that. When you create a category, you click this blue button to add an amount, and then after adding an amount, you just select your category, and then you can now say, if it's applying for all, just say all, put the amount here, and then now you can be able now to you can now be able to bill. Okay, you can now, after doing that, you can now be able to bill that yearly fee. When you bill, every child will get the bill, the new bill, and now you can be able to even to remind their caregivers to pay that amount for that particular year. And that's how simple it is. Another thing that you may also find interesting is about the IGA. Okay, so the IGA here, you may want to just click, let's say for example, IGA here. IGA is you can now add IGA. Let's say for example you have water IGA, you can just add all of the IGAs you have, then you can make a payment simple by selecting the IGA category, the amount, the quantity, and the total amount that you've sold, and then you post. And then when you are going to bank, the same procedure. You just filter from this receipt number to this receipt number, and it will tell you Popo sales, you made this, and you made this. So guys, let me know if you have any questions, and it's very simple for you. If you're not on this system, you can be able to join. It is free of charge. I am not charging any amount for this system. So let me know if you're interested, and let's keep on chatting. Thank you guys once again, and may God bless you for now. Happy New Year, and have a blessed day. Bye.